Hello, I'm Juan Fernandez, and here's a look at your top stories. We have new developments in the murder case of socialite Rebecca Grossman, who was convicted of killing 2 boys in a crosswalk in Westlake Village. Jasmine Viel is following that story.
About 3 months after that guilty verdict, after that conviction for Rebecca Grossman, we are now learning that the prosecutors who secured that guilty verdict have been removed from the case, or at least removed from the lead. It's been reassigned to the assistant head deputy of the Major Crimes Division. And as you can imagine, the Iskander family very upset with the news. They say these 2 prosecutors have been with them since the very beginning, and they know the family very, very well. They know the ins and outs of the case, and so they were very upset with this news, and they said they want answers, and we're trying to figure that out today. So we're going to be speaking to the Iskander family now, months after that guilty verdict, and as sentencing approaches for Rebecca Grossman, again found guilty of killing those 2 young brothers right here. So the DA's office is responding to this, why these 2 prosecutors had to be removed, saying that there was a perceived internal conflict of interest regarding Rebecca Grossman's new attorney, James Spurtis, who also represents a woman in the district attorney's office for a separate case. But they said to get rid of any perceived conflict of interest, they went ahead and removed those prosecutors and reassigned the Major Crimes Division as the lead because of that. These 2 prosecutors had filed a motion to address that perceived or potential conflict of interest with Grossman's new attorney, James Spurtis. Now, Spurtis I spoke to saying that there is absolutely no conflict of interest. He doesn't know why the motion was even filed in the first place, saying that these have been 2 separate cases altogether with his clients who he represents. So I'm going to be working on breaking that all down for you. And again, hearing for the very first time from Nancy Iskander and her husband Kareem on how they have been coping in the months since the guilty verdict and what they see going forward in the months ahead leading up to the sentencing in June. I'll have all of that for you coming up on KCAL News at 4 and 5.
A warning now for some hikers in Orange County after a mountain lion was spotted on a popular trail. KCAL News reporter Michelle Geely has those details.
This is the general area behind me where the mountain lion was spotted. This is according to animal control officials here in the city of Mission Viejo. This area, which is near a residential area, so I'm going to swing my camera around so you can see the homes behind me there. This is known as Wilderness Glen down here. There are walking paths. We've seen quite a few people walking their dogs. Again, it was Saturday afternoon around 2:30 when the officials say that somewhere there in the bushes, and there is a creek down below there, a mountain lion was spotted. It's estimated to be an adult, about 100 pounds. There was a man who was walking. He saw the mountain lion. He made eye contact with it, dialed 911, and then left the area. Animal control officers showed up. They tell me that they did, in fact, see the mountain lion. It went off into the bushes. Now, that was Saturday afternoon. Apparently, there was another sighting yesterday, that being Sunday. So we're back out here today talking to people who live in these homes. They said that they had read on community blogs online about this incident, but they really hadn't seen any flyers or heard much about it, they tell me. So we know that today there are going to be some wildlife volunteers coming down here. Again, the main cross streets are Los Alisos and Via Noveno. The volunteers are going to do some door knocks. They're going to go around and give people tips and just let them know that, again, a mountain lion has been seen in this wilderness area. Now, it doesn't happen much here in this area, but it has happened before, so it's not completely unusual, but certainly not something that happens every day. So we are going to talk to, as we said, the officials and talk to the volunteers and the people who live here, and that's what we'll be bringing to you tonight on KCAL News.
All right, more from Michelle a little bit later. Meantime, taking a live look at LAX right now. A new report from AAA today estimates a record number of travelers for Memorial Day weekend. 3.5 million Southern California residents are expected to either drive or fly for the holiday weekend to their destinations, of course. The Memorial Day travel period is defined as Thursday through Monday, May 23rd through the 27th. And now to your weather, a tale of two climates this afternoon for our region. Some of us are still dealing with gray conditions, while other places are feeling the heat and the sunshine. KCAL News meteorologist Olga Ospina with the details for us now. Olga.
Hi, Juan. Yeah, some of us are seeing some sunshine, but others still those gray skies. And really, that's going to be the big story as we head into the next few days. And hard to believe that Memorial Day holiday is upon us in just a few weeks. Current conditions outside, we are seeing some gray skies, even for some inland spots along the coastline. Santa Monica checking in at 65 degrees, but there is all that cloud cover. So we are seeing it along the coastline and spreading into some of our inland spots. In some areas, not expected to see any clearing today. So that's keeping those temperatures really cool, especially as we head towards the coast. We have 61 in Oxnard, 60 degrees in Malibu, upper 70s as we head towards Santa Clarita, seeing some sunshine, plenty of sunshine out through the Antelope Valley with 80s for Lancaster into Palmdale. As we head into the LA area, 64 at LAX. We have upper 60s in Long Beach, 70s in Burbank, 74 in Pasadena. So again, as we head a little further inland, we are seeing some sunshine and those temperatures allowing to warm up a little bit more with low 70s in Fullerton, 73 in Yorba Linda. And it is a warm one out through the Inland Empire where we are seeing some sunshine, 81 in San Bernardino, low 80s in Moreno Valley, 78 in Redlands. As we head towards the desert, Palm Springs, 99. We were at 100 degrees in the last hour. So it is a warm one for some of us. Yes, some 80s for the valleys into the Inland Empire, low 70s for the LAOC metro area, upper 60s along the coast, plenty of cloud cover there, upper 80s in the high desert, and upper 60s across our mountain communities. Here's a look at the next 12 hours for places like West Hollywood. Numbers dropping down into the upper 50s by 9 o'clock in the evening. And again, a lot of us still staying with the cloud cover, but for the areas that are not, you will see that returning as we head into later tonight and especially for the early part of tomorrow. We'll continue to see those breezy conditions across some of our mountains and deserts over the next several afternoons. So expect that if you're in places like the Antelope Valley and the Coachella Valley. Again, some of our mountain areas as well being impacted by those wind gusts, but expecting rain-wise at least to stay dry over the extended period. Here's a check of the next 7 days with temperatures close to average over the extended period for the LAOC metro area, topping out mostly in the 70s. As we head towards the valleys, a little bit warmer there with some upper 70s, getting close to 80 degrees as we head towards Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mid 70s returning as we head into Monday. As we head into late in the week, especially by Friday, we'll see this ridge of high pressure strengthen, and that's going to bring us some of those warmer temperatures. 80s for the Inland Empire all the way through Sunday. Mid 70s returning by Monday. So a little bit cooler as we head into the weekend. Deserts, you will get into the 90s by Thursday into Friday. Mountain areas still staying in the 60s, a few low 70s as we head towards late in the work week, and the beaches remaining in the 60s. And along the coastline, if you are there, keep in mind you will remain with gray skies for most of the week ahead. But some of those inland spots, if you're in the Inland Empire, enjoy some of that afternoon sunshine. Juan.
All right, thank you, Olga. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. I'm Juan Fernandez. We'll be back live here at 4 on CBS News Los Angeles.